So I asked number one, right, on page 150 what? 155. So problem number one says a family purchased. So I'm going to read the problem first before we start even writing anything down, because that was one of the big errors that elementary school said, hey, start just writing numbers down, right? And you're like, oh, okay. Okay, so read it first. It says a family purchased 13 gallons of drinks for a camping trip. Okay. 13 gallons of drinks. Well, it's like, like your milk jug is a gallon. They bought 13 gallons of that somehow. Maybe not milk. I don't know. Okay. Some of the gallons were sports drink that each cost $4 per gallon, and other gallons were iced tea that cost $3 per gallon. If the total cost of the 13 gallons was $47, how many gallons of sports drinks? Oh, did they purchase? Okay. Here, let's do this. All right. How many bottles of sports drink? Oops.
Google. Chief of Staff Kelly expected to resign.
Oh, days. Oh.
That's what happens when you days. You're all alive.
My gosh. Oliver.
No.
Yes.
I disagree.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't accept.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
All right. So that is a 1 gallon jug.
That is not a 1
Like, you can't taste it.
Why not?
Is that actually a 1 gallon jug?
Yes.
Shut. No one asked
No.
you. No one asked you.
Why not? Why can't I pass it, Oliver?
I have absolutely no clue.
Okay.
No, it happened.
Maybe.
It's a copyrighted image. I doubt it though.
I know. It's like.
Why would anybody copyright a picture?
That's not copy.
All right.
You can put that still on the Google Doc.
Copy.
Why are we looking at balls and bleach? Mr. Storm has a problem.
Why are we looking at a trash can walking by?
Oh.
I didn't know there was a mirror in front of me.
All right.
Oh. Jacob has been
trash.
All right. So we have 13 of these with our drink in it. I'm not quite sure why we'd go camping with a container like this. That's 1 gallon in size with our drink. It's okay if you're confused, but this is 1 gallon, and so we brought a total of 13 of these on our trip. Boy, I hope you're not having to hike in carrying all these. Here, you carry 2, and then you get the 1 carrying. I just have to carry 1.
$47.
All right, so I have 13 jugs. Now, what do we know about these 13 gallons of drink? We have one that's sports. We have a sports drink and a what?
Iced tea.
So an iced tea. So sports drink, iced tea. Is that okay? All right, what do we know? Oh, I know that if you add the sports drink and the iced tea gallon jugs together, there happen to be 13 of them.
Also, if you add sports drink.
And then how much does the sports drink cost?
47.
How much?
47.
No, how much?
Oh, 3.
The sports drink's how much?
4.
The
Four.
$4 for a
Yeah.
sports drink, and the iced tea is what? $3 for the iced tea. And how much did we wind up spending at the grocery store when we bought all these gallons that we have to now make?
$47.
$47. So what does this look like? What kind of problem? How would we try and start eliminating or reducing it? Can I add the equations together as they sit right now? Well, I get 5s plus 4i equals 60, so that didn't work. What should I maybe do? Well, cover method, if I'm graphing it, I think you're totally right, but I'm not going to graph this. But if I was, I would totally use a cover method. I love it. Thoughts? Yeah.
You do that thing where it's like you multiply one of them so the numbers are the same.
Okay, so what do you want to get rid of? I or S? Your choice.
Me?
Yes. S, okay. So I'm going to get rid of S, so I'm going to multiply this whole thing by -4. So I'm going to distribute here, here, and here, right? So I get -4S minus 4I equals -52. And now I'm going to add these two equations together. So the S's are gone. So I get -I equals -5. And so I equals 5. So how many iced teas did I bring? 5. Well, there's 13 total 1 gallon things I brought, and 5 of them happen to be iced tea. How many happen to be our sports drink then? 8. So our sports drink is 8. And how do I know that? Well, if I add 8 and 5 together, I get 13. That's how I do that problem. Cool? Okay. So I had 8 gallons of sports drink and 5 gallons of iced tea. That cost me $47. That was my 13 1-gallon containers. Okay. Can I move on? I know I didn't ask you to do any more, but let's move on to another question. Let's go to number 2. Can I go to number 2 on this same page? All right, so number 2. Let's read it first before we start writing stuff down. Right? Sound good? So it says, Rachel reads twice as many books in July as she did in June. Okay. She read a total of 24 books during these 2 months. How many books did she read each month? So we're talking about 2 different months. There's June and there's July. During June and July, how many books did this person read? 24 books. Now, it'd be nice to say, well, 12 and 12, that's easy. Well, yeah, if it said, hey, she read the same amount of books in June and July, then you'd be 12 and 12. But it's not 12 and 12. And then it says, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to change June. I'm going to change it to X, so I don't have an actual word in it as a variable, and I'll change July as to Y. Is that okay? So now it means it's more workable rather than having a whole word in there. Agreed? Okay. So, from there, it said Rachel read twice as many books in July as she did in June. So July is Y is equal to 2X. Now let's see if we can make that work. Rachel read twice as many books in July. We call July Y. Okay. So whatever she read in July, we double it. Or whatever she read in June, we double it, and that's what she read in July. So here's my 2 equations for this. How should we approach this problem? I don't think it's an elimination problem on this one. Substitution, absolutely. What am I going to substitute? Yeah, y is equal to 2x, right? So that's going to go right there. So then, if I just modify this equation, I get x plus 2x equals 24. So that's 3x equals 24. So x is equal, 24, excuse me. X is equal to 8. So in June, she read 8 books. In July, she must have read 16 books. Why is that? Because 8 plus 16 is 24, and if I found one of them, I should be able to find the other one. We good? All right. I think we have enough for one more problem. Ooh. We'll look at number 3. And aren't these kind of the same as what we've been working on? We're just have a word problem. You know, so sometimes you might have to use elimination. Sometimes you might have to use substitution. Okay, this one says Sam worked a total of 4 hours this past weekend. Oh, Sam worked hard. Devin worked 6 hours. Sam earned $8 less per hour than twice the amount Devin earns per hour. What? The total money earned by both individuals combined this past weekend was $220. What are the hourly wages for Sam and Devin? Okay, we have Sam and we have Devin. Okay, so what can you tell me? Devon, okay. So how much money did between the 2 of them make this weekend? They made $220, right? So between the 2 guys, there's $220. Now, Did one make 100, or yeah, maybe one make 100 and one make 120? I don't know. But they also gave us this little clue in here that seems to take us through this mind twisting fate. It says Sam earns $8 less an hour than twice the amount Devin earns. Okay, so Devin has some amount of money he earns, correct? But old Sammy earns $8 less, so that means subtraction, than twice the amount Devin earns. So if I were to take Sam's salary, double it, and subtract $8, I figure out what Devin makes. Boy, that's kind of a weird scenario. Hey, how is this one now set up to solve? Substitution, absolutely. So I'm going to take this part right here. Now I'm going to plug it in right there. So then if I bring this equation down, I get S plus 2S minus 8 equals 220. Is that okay? So S plus 2S is 3S. And then I'm going to add 8. So over here I get 228. And so I get S is equal to 76. Oh. So Sam made $76. And Devin made 220 minus 76. What is it? 4? Wait, I made an error. Help me out. What's 220 minus 76? How much? How much is 220 subtract 76? I don't know. Hopefully someone does. One something. 144? Yay! So he made $144. I think Devin or Devon doing quite well.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't you have to divide by how much hours they work? Because it says, what are the hourly?
What are they? Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot about that. So Sam worked 4 hours. So I'll divide that by 4. What's 76 divided by 4? You guys have the calculator. 19? You make $19 an hour? Is that right? And then Devin or Devon, that's $24. Cool. All right, so one made $24 an hour, one made $19 an hour. That's some good walking around money. All right, so what do we say? What do you say? I will have you all just work on page 156. Page 156, you have the rest of the period to work on it. Page 156, problem number 4 and 5. Problem 4 and 5. See if you can get them done. See if you can work through them.